Hi there again, it's me Manas, and today we're going to talk about 7 things that sometimes happen during the work at Wolt. The thing number 1, or let's say the case number 1, is when the courier delivers food in the bag and we usually don't check what's inside. Like, we have the list of the products of the food that the customer ordered, but we most of the times we don't check because there are like 300 restaurants in Ljubljana, only in Ljubljana, and we don't know which food is which one. So we just grab the bag if it's in the bag, or 2 bags or 3 bags, as many bags as there are, and we put them in a bag, in our this delivery bag, backpack or bag, I don't know, and we deliver. And sometimes restaurant forgets to put some items, some products, I don't know, some food. For example, okay, if it's 2 pizzas, all right, then it's 2 pizzas. It's like 2 square boxes for pizzas, regular ones, and we know that this is 2 pizzas, but we don't know which one it is. Or the restaurant can put a wrong pizza, for example, or give the wrong pizza. We do have the number. The restaurant has number of the order. So when we come to the restaurant, we either say the name of the customer or the number of the order. We have both of them, and restaurants also have both of these information, the number and the name. So sometimes restaurants forget to put something, for example, I don't know, sauce for pizza, additional sauce for pizza, for example. And when we give the order to the customer, they be like, where is my sauce? And we don't know which sauce. Basically, what happens then is the customer contacts the support. The customer informs Wolt support that something is missing, and Wolt customer support then checks with the restaurant if they forgot to put something, and if they did, even if they don't remember, they better just deliver it additionally, or some food, you know. Usually customers don't lie. I mean, it depends on how honest is the customer. If he wants just to eat something for free, then maybe they can do it, but most of the time probably Wolt support will order and the missing product and the customer gets it, of course, for free. The courier gonna get paid for that. It happens to me actually several times. I delivered the customer some kind of salad, and there was supposed to be, I don't know, like a dessert, like, I don't know, a cake, for example, a piece of cake, and the restaurant forgot to put this cake. And then I received the order from the same restaurant to the same customer, and I had to just take the cake and deliver it to the customer. So this things happens sometimes, and this was the number 1. Let's go to the next one. So the case number 2. This is not mine. Sometimes a delivery guy or a courier, other words, they might be lazy to check the number or the name of the customer, or maybe they're too tired and not very paying a lot of attention to that. They just grab whatever is on the table in the restaurant. After one incident, I'll tell you a bit later about it. Restaurants have to ask for the number of the order or for the name, and the courier is supposed to know the number of the order or the name of the customer, and if it matches, then they give the order. But nowadays, sometimes after this incident, it's already a year left after, the restaurant sometimes asks if this order is yours, and they ask like, do you have Anna, or do you have Katarina, or do you have mates? And the courier be like, yes, and he just grabs the order. He just knows that this order is in this restaurant, but he's not thinking about that there might be several orders, like 3 or 4, and he might take the wrong one. So he takes the wrong one and he delivers it to the customer, he marks it as delivered, and after customer comes home and the customer finds out that it's not his order. So what happens in this case? Again, customer messages to the Wolt customer support and they say that it's not their order, basically, right? What Wolt support does, they check for the information, they maybe ask for to send the picture of the bill or the picture of the food. If it's not your food, it's not your food. You know that it's not. Like you ordered something else. And it's a courier's fault. They have to pay more attention to what food they take. So it happened to me also as well. I wasn't paying attention. Or maybe I was lazy to check. Or maybe I was tired and I made a mistake, and so I picked up the wrong order, I delivered it, and the customer says it's not mine. The interesting thing is about it, you don't get any kind of fine about it. Wolt doesn't take anything from you for that mistake. They just ask you to be more careful about it, to check the number, to check the name of the order for the next time. Of course, if you do it like 10 times in a row in a day, you might get punished, or I don't know. Usually they just spend money from their pocket, and actually Wolt pays for that, for making new food. Otherwise, also the interesting thing is that you leave this food, you give it to the customer, you don't take it back. If they want, they can eat it if they like it, but they will get eventually the same day, after a while, I mean as soon as it will be ready, the order, another delivery guy will pick it up and deliver it as if it was a normal order. Like if I made a mistake and I delivered the wrong order, I don't wait for, I don't know, whatever. Customer just contacts the support, or you also can contact the support and say that you made a mistake, and they will fix it for you. In that case, customer doesn't pay any amount of money for their right order to be delivered because it's not their mistake. They just wait for their right order to be delivered, to be prepared again, and to be delivered. And you can understand that it's not good. Wolt spends their additional money. They lose money. The customer is not happy. You lose time, and you're also not happy because you made a mistake. So you have to pay more attention when you pick up the order. Another pretty similar case is when the customer gets the wrong order, is when you have two orders. For example, right now I have pizzas. I had pizzas from two pizza restaurants. They are for different customers. One is, let's say, for Nate's, and another is for ADRESS. I don't know. All right. And if I give Nate's the pizzas that were supposed to be, or not pizzas, okay, I don't know. Let's say pizzas come in some special boxes, right? They're square, and they usually, it says the name of the restaurant on the pizza box, so the customer will notice probably that it's not their pizzas. Most of the time the order comes in a Wolt bag, which are all the same, and if you give the wrong order to the customer in a Wolt bag, they will probably just take it home, and when they open it there on their table, because they think that it's their order, they will take it to the kitchen, put it on the table, and look at it when the courier is already far away, and they find out that it's not their order. So if you have 2 or 3 orders at the same time in your bag, you have to pay attention that you give the proper order to the right customer, so that it's their order. If the customer doesn't have your number, because sometimes you have to call the customer for them to come and pick the order, or sometimes they just wait for you outside. When you notice the customer, you just give them the order, and so you didn't call them and they don't have your number. If they don't have your number, they cannot call you, and you don't know that you delivered the wrong food to the wrong customer. That's what happened to me, actually. Yeah. Okay. Just a second. So this actually happened to me. I gave the bag with the food to the customer, and he said thank you. I said you're welcome. How do I open that door? How do I open the door? So this happened to me. I gave the bag to the customer. I was happy that I delivered it. When I'm already at the second customer's door, Wolt customer support contacted me and said that I delivered the wrong order to the first customer that I delivered. I'm already giving the second order to the second customer and I don't know what to do. They said that I have to leave the wrong order at the second customer's. I have to I have to leave it, the wrong order, to the second customer, and if they want they can eat it, but they will get they have two options. They can get a refund, they just won't be charged for the wrong order, right? They can order it again, for free. They can get it for free. It will be just delivered. The order will be duplicated in the system. The restaurant will make it again, and the customer will get their order in after a while. Like, I don't know. Yeah, bravo ti. Oh, pardon. So, yeah, this is usually how it works. In this case, it's also not good for the Wolt economy, right? Because Wolt loses money, you losing time. Sometimes it is possible to take the order from the first customer and deliver it to the right customer if they are not far away, or maybe the first customer who you delivered the wrong food will call you and say that it's not their food. Sometimes the restaurant can put wrong food in the right bag. On the bag it will say the right name, it will have a right bill with the right product, but inside there will be wrong food. So in this case we're not responsible. The couriers, it's not the courier's fault, it's the restaurant's fault, but the customer anyway will get the right order. It will be delivered again. The third thing is when customer chooses the wrong address. Like, for example, probably if you've been ordering at Wolt, you can order anywhere. Like, you can order home, you can order to your workplace, and there are several addresses saved in the application on your account. You just choose one, or sometimes customer just forget to change it. If the address that customer was using last time is their home, the order will be delivered to their home. If they're not home, if they're at work, it's a problem. So when you come to the address, you call the customer and they be like, I'm outside. Or if you come to their home address, you ring the bell and nobody opens because they're at work, and you call them and they be like, I don't know, 5th floor, and you come to the 5th floor and there's nobody, and they be like, oh, I'm at work, where are you at? I'd be like, I'm at this address, and I'd be like, oh dang, I ordered to the wrong address. What shall I do? So what customer does? It's usually, in this case, courier contacts the support and informs them that customer ordered the food to the wrong address. And what support does, support asks the courier if he can deliver to that address. If it's a short distance and you don't mind it, like 100, 200 meters from home, right? If the distance between their home and their work address is like up to 500 meters, I would deliver it for free. Otherwise, when Wolt contacts the customer and the customer is not answering as well, Asta pritisnel? Okay. So if the customer is not answering to Wolt support as well, we just wait for 15 minutes. If we are outside of the building, we leave the food, the order at the building entrance, or if we are at the customer's door, if we are inside, we leave it at their door. Once I had the situation is that the customer ordered the food. I waited there 25 minutes. What was the reason the customer didn't answer? The customer ordered in advance, so when he comes home, the food is going to be waiting for him. But he ordered, I guess, too early, so I came and I had to wait for 25 minutes because he wasn't answering. This is also bad for, it's not bad for the customer, I mean, or maybe it is. Sometimes we just leave the food at the customer's door and we never know if they got the order or not. Several times it was that I had to leave the order at the door and I've never seen the customer, but once I did meet the customer after 25 minutes. I figured out that when I met him, I heard the sound of the car parking under the house. It was just a house. It wasn't the building with several apartments. It was a house where a family could live, or one person. So there's nobody there else. And so he came with a car. I heard him. He parked. He went upstairs. And then, of course, he answered the doorbell. He kept not answering the phone, but he came out. He acted like nothing happened. Like, hey, hi, oh, thank you, goodbye. And I was a little mad, yeah, because nobody wants to wait for the customer 25 minutes. The maximum right now is 15 minutes. So if on the application we can see how much time we have to deliver order, how much time we are late with the order. So if I came, let's say, and it was 0, and after 15 minutes it's going to be minus 15 minutes. So I know that 15 minutes left and I'm already waiting for 15 minutes there. I can just leave the order at the door. I make a photo, I send it to our customer support, and then I leave. So yeah, why it is not cool? Because for the couriers, it is better to make more deliveries in 1 hour in order to earn. Like if you make 3 deliveries in 1 hour, it's worth it. If you make 2 deliveries, it's kind of okay, right? But it's not, usually you can make 3-4 deliveries an hour, but if you make 2, it's so the customer just takes your time and they take your money, because during this time you could make other 2 deliveries, right? 1 or 2 deliveries, and you could make money. So it's irresponsibility of the customer, or I don't know if it's their mistake. Maybe their phone died. Everything at once. Things like that happens, and I really don't like when it happens. Another thing, I don't know if you ever been wondering, or anyone is wondering, is who pays to the courier for the delivery, right? So the minimum delivery cost in Ljubljana right now, if the distance is less than 1.5 kilometer, you pay 2 euros for the delivery. If the customer pays 2 euros for the delivery in less than 1.5 kilometer, it could be okay, but we have a minimum payment for delivery and it's around 3 euros something. If the distance is less than 1.5 kilometer, if it is more than 1.5 kilometer, it is paid additionally. So does pay the customer more for the delivery, up to 4 euros. The customer pays up to 4 euros for the maximum of 4 kilometers distance. That is, the maximum distance from the restaurant to the customer is 4 kilometers. So, but what does Wolt earn? Where does Wolt earn, right? If if all the money from the customer for the delivery goes to the courier. For organizing, for bringing the customer to the restaurant, they get a commission from the restaurant. It depends on the agreement. It depends on the restaurant. I think it is up to 30%, as I googled it. I'm not sure about it, but on the internet you can find information about it, and it says that around 20-30% of the order amount, for example, let's say if the order is 10 euros, so Wolt gets like 2-3 euros from the customer's money from the order. Additionally, customer pays for delivery himself. If the order, I don't know, let's say 30 euros, so then Wolt gets how much? 6 or 9 euros, I guess. I guess so. This is how it works. Sometimes Wolt earns nothing because there are also promo codes. Example, in Ljubljana, the minimum order should be 8 euros. And if it's free delivery from the restaurant, it happens sometimes when there are promotions or whatever. So you only pay 8 euros. And if you're a first-time customer, you can use the coupon code for 5 euros. I'm gonna put this promo code on the screen. So you use 5 euros, you only pay 3 euros for the food, and you pay nothing for delivery. So you pay 3 euros, and the rest of the money, this 5 euro, pays Wolt for you, for the new customer, which is cool. But in this case, Wolt earns nothing, because they also as well pay for the delivery to the customer, around 3 euros and something. So yeah, it's a great system. If you want to get 5 euro credits on your Wolt account for your first order, use this promo code LuckyWolt and you get 5 euro bonus credits for your first order. Enjoy! Another thing I wanted to talk about, and I already mentioned it, there was a fake Wolt delivery courier, which probably worked at Wolt before, and then he quit or maybe got fired, I don't know. It was in Ljubljana. This Wolt guy or somebody else, I'm not sure, I really don't have that much information about it, but the thing is that he came to the restaurant, he was wearing the Wolt uniform. I don't know where he got it. That's why I think that he was probably working at Wolt before. So he came to the restaurant, and at those times you didn't have to say the number of the order or the name of the customer. You just came there. If the food is there, you just pick it up, like I did in Focus a while ago, because everyone already forgot about that case. Before, like 1 year ago, before this incident, you came to the restaurant and the restaurant would ask you, do you have Katya or Katarina? Do you have Žiga? Do you have Andraš? Do you have Nates? And if it's yes, then you get the order. You don't have to say the number first or the name first, because they trusted you, right? So what he did, when he came to the customer, the food was ready. The restaurant asked him, "Do you have this customer?" And he said yes. So he just took the food and he left. It was recorded on the cameras. I think some Wolt couriers were around, so somebody was missing their order, right? So when they came and they said the name, they said that somebody already took it, right? What this fake courier did, he probably just ate it. So in this case, if your food is missing, you also say to the support that somebody took your order, and they will cancel your delivery and you get another one. So in the meanwhile, restaurant can prepare the same order again, but somebody else will pick it up instead of you when it's gonna be ready. So yeah, this after this incident, Wolt sent emails to all the restaurants in Ljubljana that they have to check, they have to ask couriers from that time the name of the customer or number of the order, and if the courier doesn't know the number or the name, you should not give the order to that courier because he's probably fake. So thank you for watching today's vlog. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something new. If you already knew some of the information that I provided today, please write it in a comment. If you have any other questions, please leave them in the comment section. Subscribe and take care. Bye.